How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Let's continue on. I'm not gonna do the rest of those side quests because don't really need to at this point yet, so I'm just gonna continue on and I think where we have to go is that forest, right? If I remember correctly. That forest where we went to last time, like at the very beginning. Like nobody talked to me. I just went in there, took a few things off the floor, and then left. Who is all here? Hey, Joey, you only gonna greet me, huh? Get on you. Correct. I'm schmoving. It actually wasn't up here. Oh god damn. It's down here. Da da da. Mailbox. Save very quickly. Okay, now somebody wants to talk to me, huh?
Beware the words.
Okay.
The words? What?
Contagious. Those
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
This is a lot big ass text. Rose in
It
quizzical.
is not quizzical.
Quizzical.
What's going on?
Shudder to still
Perhaps
open
we
his
should
eyes.
start by asking.
Did I do that?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
Huh? Oh.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
What is happening?
In your dream?
The disease caused a death dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. His mouth
Now
twitched.
see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Please exploded with
Ridiculous.
rage.
Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
The polite mayor was clearly trying to brush aside
My
the book's
remarks
remarks.
are not to be brushed aside.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who me had seen. Want to discuss? Let's come to the
Something
village.
there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
But could find no easy solution. There are simply too many words to consider. Too much random chatter.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless.
The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting
It
his
does not
pride.
seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly. I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
That's funny. Anger created by his harsh words bled over to like a contagion. It's funny. Did someone just say contagion? Told us to watch out for contagious words. A sheep. He said, those who dream. He's a thick sheet of paper in the pocket. He flipped through them a few times, nodding of approval. As straight paper fluttered to the ground, my notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head. He warmed pencil, stubbed tracing lines across a line of paper. I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research the disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. Tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first morning I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular. It was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want to be free. I won't stop trying until it happens. Not in agreement. Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look. If we can be of any help, just ask. Oh, now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence! Grimoire looked up for the mayor to look back again, his face with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? A realization dawning on his face. Yes, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limited engine, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are eager. Suddenly felt as if he could breathe again, and he'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called the departing forms. We're all counting on you. Slowly fading into the forest, Mr. Mayor struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Mood darkened as he trudged through the forest hours earlier when the beauty of the place was still a new thing. The deeper they went, the more the forest closed around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. The moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now felt small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of the time urging to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after this, muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment. Snap. Okay, Vice, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots of his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? The moment the mirrors trembled from his mouth, what does it say? Cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out the volume that rattled his teeth. Slapped his hand over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what is going on? Could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting at a tornado. Screamed, the voice howled, and then his ears seemed ready to tear from his head. The sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hand from his left ear and listened for the creatures of the woods. I am not doing those sounds, just so y'all know, okay? As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, began to detect patterns of the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. They're asking a question. One, with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I'll leave it to you to answer. Okay. Oh shit, do I have to fucking answer it? 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? The secret. It says if only one person knows it, then it's lacking. Because it's not a secret. You need 2 people for it to be a secret, technically. But then once you get a 3rd person involved, that's when it starts to spiral out of control. So I'm going to say secret. And gave the only answer that made sense. A secret. The forest undergrowth ripples way of opening a new path. Make a road for us. Oh, okay, I got it right. Moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the underground, but gave even greater cheer. As long as the path, the journey had a purpose. Do not make the forest happier. You could suddenly be friendly. We have no idea where the path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens! Understandable, each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Now answer it. And try not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. It's a shadow. Oh, sunlight. Alright, that's what it would be, sunlight. On my ears, softly, I have never seen such a sight. Misunderstood the intention of this place. There's a house or something over there. I saw a small cottage. Okay, it's not weird at all. With the house all the way out here. So that's what I said. Walked over and banged on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open. The man peered out. His body was cloaked from the neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured. Before he could finish, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but the end of the night I have 3. What am I? Human, right? 4 legs because you're a baby crawling. 2 legs when you're throughout the rest of your life, and then 3 legs because when you get old you get a cane. That's your 3rd leg. Yeah, the only reason I know that because I know that riddle from, I used to have a riddle book when I was in high school. So then that was one of the ones. It seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose it's an easy one. I have 4 legs. A man. Missed us all from the cloaked figures. We spoke a single word. Correct. Man flung his aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor! The small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. What? Makes sense that I'm at present. I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death tree. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. Man turned the heel and slammed the door behind him. Wads mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. Returning to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said, I think. At least I think we did. The mayor's beamed, filled him in the details. When the tale was done, the three of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Cocked his head. Yeah, I say this is crazy. Why would you lay down and go to sleep? Caesar enters proud and go to sleep. Fighting against the rules of this place is futile. What? Futility itself. Have you forgotten? Continued Vice. It is words that control the death dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. How does it seem? The words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall, and once we do, the story will continue. Found their eyes went heavy. This is the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned. Out loud, long yawn, and remember nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had wakened from their dream. Okay, I'm back. Good news, he said. I think we made it. We did. I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as I'm not quite believing for him how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess it wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream and collapsed back to the earth. Set his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mare to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure. For now, you shall return to your home and rest. No. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly to the divine tree at the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is the holy tree, he explained. When the prayer was finished, it's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder. We should not put our faith in the gods. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the sealed verse. Hey, that's what we're looking for. Not contained their surprise. It seemed a goal had found most unexpected of places. I say, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a vision of you that was not yourself. What in the world is that mean? Lost in thought, I stared into space in a long moment. You know, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Tried to keep straight face and failed, but the mayors didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Gave the mayor a nod and a smile, and inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, I haven't read that much since high school. Good God.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Dark execution. Magical spikes on the ground to impale enemies. Charging increase number of spikes. Oh, good.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you are. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Shit, am I able to do theirs too? Like go into their dream or whatever? That was too much reading for me, for you guys. Jesus Christ. We're at 19 minutes. I do kind of want to do theirs.
This person must be...
It would appear that...
Oh, okay, yeah, so it gives me the option to enter their dream. Okay, well, I'm gonna do these two, but I'm not gonna show it unless it's like important bit of information. I don't think it is, since it's not telling me to do these. It's probably just like extra things, but it might give me something good. So if it is pertaining to anything or anything like that, I might just give you guys just a quick summary after I do each one. So yeah, let's I'll just do these by myself.
This person must be dreaming too. Can't say I'm very excited to go back there.
Perhaps you should spend less time
Yeah,
Alright guys, well, I attempted this chick's quest up here twice. And the first time, I didn't realize you could die in the dream, which then it's like you die out here too. And so then it puts me back over there at the save point. It's kind of confusing because there's like directions you have to go: north, east, south, west. And if you go north, and then it'll have, you know, it'll give you a selection. You either go north, east, south, or west. And if you were to, let's say you were to go north, right? And then it gives you only two options, either east or south. Well, you don't want to go south because you just went north. So now you're going to go back to the same place you were at originally. So the only place you can go is east. Then it'll give you, you know, west or north, where you don't want to go west because you just went east. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. And so, but if you make one wrong move, which I did, I didn't realize that what the wrong move was, and I chose it, so I ended up dying. And I was pretty far in the thing too, and I do not want to have to redo all that because I don't remember what it was. So I'm just gonna continue. I'll come back and do these another time.
So how was the village?
Shit.
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's...
Ow.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately.
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while...
If you say so.
So...
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to... The work probably won't happen for a while. But once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind. If you're willing to help out, I'd...
No problem.
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe I'll mark the location of his... He always carries a red bag over his shoulder. So...
Got it.
Travel, huh? Maybe that'll unlock fast travel for us.
A
This way.
canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
I like to hear their banter. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like, sharing, and subscribing. And in the next episode, we're going to make our way to getting fast travel, so stay tuned.